Cookie, welcome back to my channel. My friend gave me a very exciting challenge. So she was like, I'm working in this really terrible working environment where my desk space really isn't utilized that nicely, and you're always capable of finding all these nice things online, so why don't you just try and find something for my workplace? And I thought that's a very interesting idea, and I've never done it, so I was very surprised to find out that there are a lot of products online to make your office life much easier. As you can see, I already received all the packages, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you what I picked for my friend. Then I'm going to give all these things to my friend and show you what it would look like and the before and after transformation. Because my friend works in an office where outsiders can't just walk in, I'm going to put all these things together once I've shared them with you and hand them to her in a big box, and then it will be up to her to install the things according to the guidelines that I'm going to send her so she isn't completely lost. Let me first share with you what my friend's working environment looks like. As you can tell, it doesn't look like the most creative space, and her space is right here in the corner where she has a wall to her left. So the idea is to find something to her left to put on the wall and to utilize her desk space more efficiently. Pretty awful, right? So she asked me to address two issues. First of all, she wants me to make it look nicer so she has much more interest in getting her work done and to have more fun at work. That's number one. And number two is to make the workplace more useful for her. Because the space is very limited, she wants to make sure she can use every inch that she can find on the table. And that's why she was looking for some storage solutions or some ways to use her desk space more efficiently. Now that we know what she needs, let us get down to opening up all these packages, and I can't wait to share with you what is inside them. Mainly because most of these things are products that I haven't used myself, and I was very surprised to see how many products exist to make sure that you have the perfect workspace environment. As always, I have already forgotten what I bought online, so I'm just going to pick a random package. Let me start with this one here on top, and let's see what is inside. I wanted to spice up the workspace and make it look a bit younger, fresher, and peppier, and for that reason I got these butterflies. The great thing about these butterflies is that first of all, you don't need any nails on the wall to mount them, it's just a little sticker. Since she's working there and it's not her own place, it's very important that she doesn't have to put any nails into the wall, so that was one of the requirements that she told me about. These butterflies are very special because they have a scent to them, they're not just stickers. As you can see, the colors are also pretty nice. What is great about them is that there are two ways to mount them. There's a magnet on the back, so you can use the magnet, or you can use this little 3M sticker sheet that is provided with the butterflies so that you can stick these butterflies basically anywhere you want without damaging your walls. She's going to use the sticker pad, but it's still great to have the option to use magnets. For example, if you have a blackboard or you want to mount these on a fridge. I think I might actually buy these for my own fridge because I love the way they look and the scent is actually quite nice. Here's a quick up-close picture of what they look like. As you can see, the butterfly in the middle on top has a magnet. I turned the other ones around so you can't tell, but you get the idea of it. I think they make for a wonderful summer, spring feel in any office environment, and even if it's winter, it will just cheer you up. The next thing I want to unpack is this little box. Very exciting. This is a mouse, a wireless mouse. I saw in the picture that she has a very old black keyboard and a black mouse, and it looked so outdated and boring. I was like, let me get her something that's actually nice to look at and more comfortable to use. You see what I mean? It's all black and so boring to look at, isn't it? I have to say that I've always liked this brand, and I have a calculator that I've been using for quite a while and I'm very fond of, so I can't wait to see what the mouse looks like. Wow, so the packaging is pretty awesome. I love the design of this brand. It's very smooth in your fingers. The color is very nice. I wanted to find a color that doesn't look too girly since this is a workplace environment, but still it shouldn't look boring like the majority of office tools that you normally have on your table. So this is definitely a great option. And in addition to that, it enables you to either use it as a wireless mouse if your computer has that additional feature, and if it doesn't, you have a nice cord which is gray and not black, so it's not as obvious that you have a cord. and you can use that just as a normal mouse to connect to your computer. I have a feeling she will have to use it because her computer looks very old and I don't think it has any wireless capabilities to it. But let me continue with this envelope. Aren't these adorable? They are little sticky notes in the shape of different pigs. My friend loves pigs and the color pink, as you might have noticed, but I didn't want to go with a very bright pink. I used this pretty light pink option. Here another up-close version of the little pigs, each of them in a different position, and they fit perfectly with the style that I wanted to implement for her office space. Now my next discovery was a keyboard set. As I already said, I was pretty surprised that office equipment generally looks very boring. Most of the keyboards you get from your employer are black and look very sad and make your workplace look very sad, I believe. So I went for this mouse and keyboard set that belongs together. Both in the same color. The packaging is pretty awesome already. This is the first time I will see the keyboard. I don't really need a keyboard because I mostly use my laptop. But in her case, since she has a computer, I think it makes a lot of sense to toss away the boring black keyboard that she has and replace it with a very nice keyboard like this one. Isn't it pretty? It's the same color as the mouse that we just unwrapped, and I love the way it looks and the way it feels. It's like playing on a piano, basically. It has a very nice touch to it, but I'm pretty sure she will agree with me that this keyboard is much nicer than her old keyboard that she's currently using. As with the mouse, this comes with a cable, so if your computer doesn't have a wireless function, you can always use this cable to connect to your computer. The next package I'm going to open is this one. It's pretty big, which makes me think, how am I going to transport all of this to her office in one box? I want to avoid that she has to unwrap all of this herself, so I'm going to put it all together in one nice box and she just has to take it out. But this is a huge box. I noticed a lot of space is taken away by her keyboard, by her mouse, and by her computer, which is all placed on her desk, which is very small. So I thought by getting the stand, it enables her to put the keyboard right underneath and have some storage space as well. It consists of 2 layers. I'm not sure if it has a front and back side. These are the little storage units. This is the second part that comes on top. And these come in from the front. Pretty easy to install, and I think it will make a big difference, especially for her space that she has available to write and use her laptop, because she sometimes uses her computer and her laptop at the same time, so it's critical to have a lot of available desk space in her situation. Let me get to the next item. It's a smaller item, but that doesn't make it less important or exciting to unwrap. Maybe you already have an idea what it is. Instead of using the mouse pad that she currently uses, which looks so boring, I can't believe she was actually using it, I got her this pad to cover her desk so her desk doesn't look as boring and one-colored. And on the other side, it replaces the mouse pad. So I hope she'll be throwing her mouse pad away, and I hope she can listen to this video and actually hear how much I hate her very boring black little mouse pad. But this has 2 different sides, and I believe the best side in her case will be this gray color because there's already a lot of pink. So personally, if it were me, I think I would use the gray side, but you can always turn it around and use the other side as well. And they give you a little thing like that in addition, so you can roll it up. I think that's a very nice product. Also as a present, if you know someone who works in a workplace environment like her, this is a very nice thing to give. It's not exactly the same pink as for the mouse and the keyboard, but it still fits, I think, and the gray is always a different option to make use of if the pink doesn't work out. Let's continue with this larger package here on the side. This package brings me to the second task that she gave me, mainly doing something to her wall. You will notice she has a huge white wall to her left. I know, right? This office consists of only white walls if you think about it. Her space is in the middle, so she will have that piece of wall which is very close to that black thing that is mounted in the middle. And my task is to find something to make it look nicer. And she wanted to have something to put on there that doesn't look too childish or too out of place for a workplace environment. What I came up with is this particular wall piece that enables you to hang things to the wall, and I think this is pretty awesome. So there are 4 of these that can be secured to the wall without any nails. That's the key point that I had to make sure I address. Then you can add on little trays like that, or pencil holders like this, giving you more available desk space while making the walls look nicer, because you can always use this little other dots on the sides to hang some nice souvenirs. As you can see, this comes with a little pencil holder case, 2 of them over here, then a lot of stickers which will be used in order to mount this board to the wall. Then there's some hooks. These hooks can be used to hang anything to the wall that needs hanging, maybe some cards or a key card. And there are 2 trays like these. In addition, it has this really cute screwdriver. So what my friend will be doing, she's going to put one of these stickers onto the wall, and after 48 to 72 hours she can use these 4 boards to mount them onto the wall using this little screwdriver. One thing I forgot to mention is that there's this additional rack here which can be used for putting up a notebook, for instance, or some postcards or any office equipment that is a bit larger, A5 size. We have approximately 6 hooks. These hooks are quite useful, I think, especially in an office environment where you use keys and have a lot of keychains or key cards that you don't want to lose. 4 identical ones, and I think I'm going to suggest to have them put up like a square. These all have to be mounted vertically like that, otherwise you can't mount these additional pieces to them if they're put up in this direction. This is the more creative part of this project. As you can see, this is a very cute and adorable picture frame actually that you have to DIY yourself. Because my friend is very busy and I want you to see the process of me actually making it, I'm going to make it for her. And I got 3 different iterations, one could say, of the same project. So this one is a little animal, as the envelope says, and this one is a butterfly. So we should find a little plastic butterfly inside here. And this butterfly, I'm not going to take it out right now, will be put into a picture frame as well. And the last one is a little tree. So I'm going to show you these 3 different projects. They are all pretty easy, apparently, that's what I was told, and they enable you to get very cute designs that are made by yourself onto the wall without having to spend too much time. Here you have a quick overview of what it looks like in the end once it was made. As I said, I'm going to show you how I made them, but not in this video. I will make a separate video in which I show you how I made these 3 different frames in order for this video not to be too long. But you can already see what it looks like. I think it worked out pretty nicely. It wasn't too difficult, and it makes for some nice decoration for your wall. This is something I never even knew existed. My friend has this computer where this huge desktop takes up a lot of space. In order to make more efficient use of that space, I got her this little rabbit thing. The way it works, it has a 3M sticker to one side so you can secure it to your desktop. It enables you to have an area over here where you can put on sticky notes or place any other reminders that you might have that you can always look at when you look at your computer. There are different little cartoons on top. I chose this little rabbit, and there's one for the left side and the right side of the computer depending on what you need. So some people have both sides available, others can only put it on one side. Let me take it out so you get a better idea. So it has a ruler here to one side, and then the rest here is in where to put some stickers on it. And here at the very bottom, if you have something that doesn't stick but you'd like to put in here, like a card or something, you can always put that here in this little slot, which is towards the bottom. Very cute idea. I was completely unaware of this existence in the market, to be honest, and I think it's awesome. If I had a desktop and not a laptop, I would completely get one of those for me. This is awesome. These are cable ties, and the great thing about this is, first of all, it's not black, so it isn't as obvious as other colors. It has the same color as this mat from one side, if you remember it was gray, and the mouse and the keyboard also have some gray elements to it. That's why I chose this color. The great thing about this is that you can actually cut the length that you need. So you know how some cables are very thin and others are very thick? So this actually enables you to make perfect use of its length depending on what you're trying to do with it. I realized on her before situation that she had a lot of things happening in the background of her computer. There were a lot of different cables that were just sort of sloppy, hanging around in the background, and looked pretty awful. So I thought this was a great idea to sort out that mess for her, and I can't wait to see the before and after difference. This is extremely cheap, so I definitely recommend this, and it will make your life a lot easier and make your workspace much nicer to look at. The next package I'm going to open are sticky notes. So these sticky notes I got in 2 different variations. As you can see, they are a perfect fit for this board over here. So what I want to do, or want her to do in the end, is to be able to put these sticky notes onto this piece of plastic. That way it's organized, looks nice, and it has a very nice colorful vibe to it. Here a quick overview of the 2 items we just discussed. To the left, the sticky notes. As you can see, they come on their own plastic thing, which is a ruler. And to the right, I've got the cable tie, which you can cut to the length that you need. You might remember that she has a lot of documents on her desk. Books, documents, magazines, all these different office equipment things that you would need in a very normal office environment. She has a lot of them, and I thought it would be a great idea to get her a more flexible storage unit for those. First of all, look at this design. It hardly takes any space. Normally, if you get those plastic ones, they are huge and take up so much space, and if you don't need them for whatever reason, let's say you don't need 4 of them, only 3, the remaining one is sort of sitting there lonely, taking up a lot of space. That's different with this solution. So you can open this up. It has 4 different units, and it has these little plastic things that you can put on top so it's further secured. The great thing about this is that if you don't need 4, you can just make it smaller, and it's only 3, only 2, or only 1. It still takes some space, but I think compared to buying 4 individual ones, which would always be 4 huge things, one next to the other, this is a great alternative. And I think this looks very rigid, and as I said, don't mind it bending right now because you have to put these little claps on top and at the bottom, like this. And you can't even tell that it was able to bend like it did before. So it's a great solution, and as I said, if you don't need one of those, you just take it off and bend it in, and there you go. Now I thought before I put all of this together in a big box, I'm going to show you what the situation here on the right hand side would look like in her office. She'd be using this right in front. I tried to take really good measurements. So this would come over here. And the mouse, when she uses it, would go to one side. And then we have this keyboard, which can go right underneath when she doesn't use it. Then we have her screen here on top, and we have the little rabbit to one side with the sticky notes, and on the wall to the one side we would mount these boards. I got this huge box. here we go. Jeez, it's pretty heavy. Now that I've packed all the things into the box, I can't wait to see her reaction. Unfortunately, I won't see it, to be honest, because I'm going to leave this at the front entrance and she's going to pick it up eventually. So we will never know whether she likes it or not. We just have to live with it. Still, I hope you enjoyed seeing the different items, unwrapping them, and hearing me talk about them. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a little video or a picture of the before and after situation. I'm going to convince my friend to do that for me and send it to us. Since I wanted my friend to know how I thought about everything and how I wanted her to set it up, I ended up drawing a little picture of her desk space, adding on the different elements that I got for her. I decided to draw it roughly by pencil. It is not up to scale, but I just wanted to give her the idea of what belongs where. Afterwards, I used a black pen in order to fill in the details. What was important to me is to add a couple of numbers. As you might have realized on my previous pictures, all of the items ended up having little stickers on top of them with different numbers corresponding to this drawing so that she knows what belongs where. Once I had assigned all the numbers on my drawing, I ended up using a couple of stickers in order to write all these numbers on top of the different products that I bought for her. Then I put them onto the product, and here's an example of what it looked like for the sticky notes as well as the cable tie. I hope this is specific enough so that she knows how to use all these things. Now I've labeled everything and put it back into the box, and it is now ready to go. I can't wait for my friend to see it all. This is the end for now. Tomorrow I'm going to bring this box to my friend. I can't wait. And then fingers crossed that she will like the different items that we got for her. Before I share the pictures and videos with you that she gave me, I'm going to remind you of what we started working with at the very beginning. You see this very boring office space which is all white and doesn't give you much room for inspiration and being creative. This is her own desk space which is so filled with different things that she can't even find what she needs anymore. And now let's have a look at the after situation. This is what her workplace looks like right now. Let us do a quick video tour. As you can see to the right, she has all her magazines and folders put together nicely. Now we have this mat with the mouse and the keyboard on top of it, as well as the cable ties. And we have the little rabbit with the little pig to the left of the desktop. And when we take a turn to the left, she has the storage compartment to her left because she found that more useful on that side. Her desktop is already tall enough for her, so she didn't want to have it higher up. And if you have a quick look at the wall, doesn't it look awesome? I love the decorations that we picked out for her. Especially this wall with all the storage compartments seems to come in handy since she has already filled it with all her different things that used to be cluttered around the desk. As I already said, I will be showing you how I made these picture frames with the butterfly, the tree, and the little pig inside. That's for a different video, but I hope you enjoyed what the before and after transformation looks like right now. I think it looks much better than before, and I am very glad that she was able to take that many videos and pictures of the after situation for us. Now this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed the before and after transformation. My friend assured me that she loved all the items that I got for her, so I'm relieved that I seem to have matched her taste and that she got something out of our before and after transformation. If you would like to see more transformation videos, please follow my channel and have a look at all the different videos I've already posted. There are a lot of renovation videos. There are also a lot of videos like this one where I was given a problem and I tried to solve it for my friends. It was awesome to have you for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know in the comment section which item you liked the most. I can't wait to hear. See you, bye!